Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Thank you for tuning into another Super Tees video. And with this one, I am going to be covering a one-shot macro for the Evoker damage dealing specialization, moving into Dragonflight. I'm going to be covering the talents that you can synergize together to do a massive amount of burst damage on what is one of the most fun feeling specializations in the game that has been introduced in a long time. You can just see it with me flying through the sky, how much fun you can really have with this class. But let's just get started with the specifics of how we are going to construct the ability to do massive devastation in PvP. So the first talent that's going to be of the utmost importance to get is the Scarlet Adaptation. And what this is going to do is going to store 20% of your effective healing up to 16,000, causing the next damage of your Living Flame to deal all of that consumed damage on top of its baseline damage. So it's going to hit for a massive number, somewhere between 40, sometimes almost 60,000 damage. And right now we only have about 60,000 health. So you might be able to kill somebody with this ability alone. But we are going to combo it with Tip the Scales. This is a 2-minute cooldown. You can think of it as presence of mind, and it's going to cause your next empowered spell to cast instantly. And the empowered spell that we are going to use is going to be called Eternity's Surge, which is just a really hard hitting instant cast ability. On top of this, if the target hasn't already died to the first spell or the Eternity Surge, we can then use the Charged Blast to do massive amounts of instant cast damage, and we can chain these together for an insane one-shot. So let's just show you what that looks like. You're going to need to take a little bit of fall damage if you want to make this build work, because it's effective healing. So we're going to have to fall off of our mount a few times and get some heals off to be able to pull this completely off. But I've already got 5,000 built up onto this next hit of damage, and then we will be able to blast one of these mobs for basically its entire health pool if we don't accidentally aggro it preemptively. Actually, we'll just get hit by the mob. Look, easy peasy. We found a new strategy for this. We'll just heal ourselves up, and this is something you could do in PvP. Just kind of stay in the back, heal yourself up, get stacks of this Scarlet Adaptation until it's fully stacked, and then once you've got it fully stacked, we can just cast Living Flame on the target, use our instant cast Eternity Surge, and completely blast away anything in the game. We're almost fully stacked, we're almost fully powered, and we can really just kind of let in with massive insane bursts. This is something that I feel like maybe is an oversight, possibly going to get nerfed in the future because of how crazy it is, but there we go. We have 15,000. Let's see if we can go a little bit beyond, a little bit further beyond than the 15,000. Looks like no, it's definitely capped. So we can just cast our Living Flame, which will probably one-shot this mob, and then Eternity Surge, instant cast, 12k, Charged Blast. We didn't kill the mob. How much HP did this mob have? I'm actually very surprised we didn't kill the mob with that. But that is basically the combo that you're going to want to be pulling off. You're kind of cheesing this mechanic a lot with Scarlet Adaptation, just constantly healing, staying in the back till it's fully stacked, using Tip the Scales to combo it into Eternity Surge, and then finishing the target with Charged Blast. And if ultimately you didn't finish them after all of that, you can also just kind of combo in the general attacks of the class, which is kind of this Disintegrate beam while you're moving and flying. I'm a big fan of the Disintegrate hover build with the 2 stacks, but unfortunately with the way that things work competitively in PvP, I don't know if the most fun build is going to end up being the best. This kind of cheesy heal yourself up thing in one shot is likely going to be the best. So hopefully they do something to tune the more fun build, like this hover and floating around and doing massive damage with this sweeping attack rather than this cheesy one shot. But I just wanted to show this to you for a little bit of fun on the alpha and what I was able to find and construct. So without further ado, thank you very much for watching the video. If you like this type of content, you want to stay up to date with everything going on in Dragonflight and World of Warcraft in general, then please hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video.